Hi everyone, Aiden here at the etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at this electric fuel transfer pump from TeraPump. What this is going to do is slot into any sort of gas can that you might have. This is a more universal style one because it doesn't thread directly onto the can itself like some of their other options do. And then from there it's powered by 2D batteries. You can flip it to the on position and control the flow of fuel or any other non-corrosive liquids that this is approved to be used with. So this can be used to fuel up your vehicle, maybe a lawnmower or an ATV, or you can use this with a variety of other liquids. Just be sure to check the instructions that come with it or the box to ensure that you're using it with the proper liquids. If it isn't approved to be used with it, chances are that means the internal seals could be corroded if you use something that it isn't approved to be used with. So there are many different versions of these TeraPumps, some that are approved to be used with certain liquids and some that aren't. So be sure you're getting the right one for the job. Let's check it out. One thing with this is that it is compatible with a lot of different liquids, but if you are going to be changing things up, especially if you're switching between something like gasoline and diesel, you're going to want to wash it out with soapy water pretty thoroughly to make sure that there's no residue left inside, because you don't want any of that cross-contaminating with itself. So for us, I'm just going to turn it on and see if we can get anything left in the hose, which there was quite a bit of, out of there. And ideally, you'd probably want to let this set out to dry for a while to make sure that everything that is in there is out and nothing's getting into your fuel. One thing about this pump that differs from a lot of the other TeraPumps is the fact that you've got the end nozzle that you can control the flow on. Whenever you squeeze it down, you can twist this piece around to lock it in place at full blast, but you can also control the flow by pressing it just a little bit or all the way, which is pretty unique. So one thing I did want to do to kind of show that is actually hook it up to this can just filled up with some water and see if we can notice any difference as we're going to spray it out into the parking lot. So what you want to do is just remove the nozzle on whatever gas can you're using, drop the intake in through the top, we'll flip it to the on position, and then with a squeeze of the handle, we can get some flow going through the tube, and there we go. Right now it's going at up to 2.5 gallons per minute, that's full blast. And then if I ease off of it, I do notice a reduction in flow. It's not super noticeable, and it's nothing crazy, but I do have some control over it, which is really great. That's something that with my truck earlier we did notice, is because you have the easy fuel cap on the gas cap, we did have to kind of go on and off over and over with one of these other pumps because the funnel that we had to put in there did get backed up pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and pop that on and see if this can handle that a little bit better. So with our gas can below, just set next to the truck, I'm gonna put that in. And one thing that's really nice about this is the very long length of the intake and the output, so it can reach from the ground super easily. I'll turn it on, and with the ability to control the flow of that gas, I'm able to control it a lot better and prevent this funnel from getting overflowed. So if you've got a vehicle with this easy fuel end to it, I'd say that this is probably the ideal TeraPump to use because you can control that and you don't have to constantly be turning it on and off. You can just control it really easily from the trigger right here. When you're done with it, the nozzle will house within itself. This hook that I've been holding it by the back can be used to hang it up in the garage so it's ready to go for next time, and it keeps it out of the way. Overall though, I think it works really well. I've liked a lot of the TeraPumps we've worked with today. I feel like construction's really nice, and I like that you have the ability to use it with a wide variety of different liquids. I would say that if you do plan on using it with a different variety of liquids, then I'd maybe look into getting multiple, just so you don't have to worry about cleaning it out between each use. You can just have one that's dedicated for diesel, one that's dedicated for DEF, whatever it is, and you don't have to worry about it. With this, I do think it's a nice option over the ones that thread on, just because you don't have to leave it installed on the can all the time. You can just grab it, use it with really whatever style jug that you want to, as long as it reaches the bottom, you'll be just fine. But that'll do it for our look at this electric fuel pump from TeraPump. Thanks for watching.